In the quiet of the night when the world is deep in slumber, many people experience an unwelcome awakening, forcing them to get up again, feeling the cool floor beneath their bare feet, to visit the restroom. If this scenario sounds familiar, know that such experiences are far from uncommon. Numerous individuals regularly face these nocturnal interruptions to their peace. For instance, Uncle Rajan from Kolkata also experienced this, his nights often broken by unwanted trips. And Aunt Kamala from Pune had to replace 4 alarm clocks because she constantly woke up at night, even when no alarm was set. These personal stories vividly demonstrate the widespread nature of this issue. Today we embark on an insightful journey to understand and gently address a hidden yet impactful problem significantly affecting the quality of life for people over 60, nocturnal urination, known as nocturia. Many mistakenly believe this condition is an inevitable part of aging, something to simply accept as the body changes over the years. However, modern scientific research has unequivocally shown this belief to be false. Science has revealed that over 78% of older adults, including those in India, unknowingly maintain 5 small habits that force their kidneys to function at inappropriate times, thereby disrupting precious nighttime sleep. These habits, seemingly harmless at first glance, are actually key causes of interrupted sleep. The good news is that correcting these habits and restoring lost peace won't require medication. Just a few simple changes, implemented correctly and at the right time, can help people enjoy calm, deep, and uninterrupted sleep throughout the night. This doesn't involve drastic measures, only a conscious approach to one's body and lifestyle. If you're encountering this information for the first time, we sincerely welcome you. This space is for everyone who values their well-being, seeks a deeper understanding of their body, and wishes to enjoy a life full of joy, energy, and freedom, even after reaching the esteemed age of 60. Before we delve into the details, we'd like to ask a brief but important question. From which city are you reading this text? Please share your location in the comments below so we can better understand our audience and those on this journey to improved health. If the upcoming ideas prove helpful, we kindly ask for your support so we can continue to meet weekly and share accessible health tips for older adults. Now let's begin, for in just a few days, you might wake up feeling more rested than ever before. Among many older adults, especially in India, there's a persistent, deeply ingrained belief they tacitly share, that multiple nighttime awakenings to urinate are simply an inherent part of the natural aging process. They tend to perceive this as an inevitable tribute to their years, something to meekly accept. However, the medical reality differs drastically. In medicine, this condition is known as nocturia, and it is by no means a natural stage of aging. On the contrary, it's an unambiguous indicator that something in their daily habits or lifestyle might be disrupted or out of harmonious balance. We had the opportunity to meet Uncle Dindra from Ahmedabad, a 72-year-old gentleman. This respected man woke up 4 to 5 times every night. Initially, like many others, he believed it was just an inevitable sign of old age and tried to come to terms with it. However, over time, his overall well-being gradually deteriorated. During the day, he felt extremely exhausted. His cognitive functions, particularly memory, noticeably weakened, and one night he nearly lost his balance in the bathroom, risking serious injury. These seemingly minor incidents, when they recur regularly, can lead to very serious consequences for one's health and safety. Extensive medical research convincingly confirms that interrupted sleep caused by nocturia significantly reduces the amount of deep sleep, especially the rapid eye movement, REM, phase. This sleep stage is crucial. During it, the human brain consolidates memories, analyzes and systematizes information, and the body intensely recovers and regenerates at a deep cellular level. Without this fundamental phase, the body constantly feels tired. Its immune defenses weaken, making it more vulnerable to infections and diseases, and emotional states can become labile and prone to irritability. These interrupted nights are unseen adversaries of complete healing and natural rejuvenation. However, there's very encouraging news meant to inspire readers. In over 80% of cases, nocturia is not caused by a serious illness or chronic ailment requiring complex medical intervention. It arises from very specific, often unconscious behavioral patterns, such as dinner time, the volume of fluids consumed in the evening, or even the temperature in their bedroom. The most remarkable aspect is that all these factors can be relatively easily adjusted and optimized. After many years of working with older adults, from Kerala to Punjab, we have identified 5 fundamental habits that are the main catalysts for nocturia. When these habits are correctly adjusted, the body will naturally begin to restore its balance, and serene, uninterrupted sleep will once again become possible. In the following section, we will detail each of these habits and explain how to change them gently, naturally, and in a way that harmoniously integrates into your lifestyle. Therefore, please stay with us and continue reading. Habit 1. Consuming excessive fluids or high-moisture foods within 3 hours of bedtime. Many people mistakenly believe it's enough to simply avoid drinking water right before going to sleep. However, the reality is far more complex and requires a more nuanced approach. In many homes, especially in India, dinner often concludes with a bowl of hearty dal soup, a few juicy slices of watermelon for dessert, and then perhaps a comforting cup of ginger tea or warm milk before bed. These seemingly healthy and soothing beverages and foods can actually be the unnoticed culprits behind frequent nighttime trips to urinate. Their high water content or diuretic properties unknowingly overload the kidneys and bladder. We'd like to share the story of Aunt Kamala Devi, a 72-year-old woman from Jaipur. For many years, she woke up 4 to 5 times every night, and it became a true ordeal for her. She tried every possible method, from completely abstaining from fluids after 9 p.m. to taking diuretics and even considering bladder surgery. But no measures brought the desired result. One day she bitterly remarked, "I felt like a night watchman, forced to constantly monitor my bladder." This feeling of despair is familiar to many who suffer from nocturia. After a thorough consultation, Aunt Kamala made a surprising discovery. It turned out that her beloved soothing rasam and chamomile tea before bed were putting excessive pressure on her bladder. She was advised to set a fluid time limit, 3 hours before sleep. From that moment, she strictly limited all high water content foods, warm milk, fruits, soups, and even fruit ice cream. Within 2 weeks of implementing this change, she began waking up only once a night, and on some nights, she slept soundly until morning, something she hadn't experienced in years. It was a true miracle for her. Controlling fluid intake before bed also promotes the body's production of more vasopressin, a natural hormone that significantly reduces urine output at night. This hormone plays a fundamental role in regulating the body's water balance during sleep. The result of such changes is not only deeper and uninterrupted sleep, but also waking up feeling light, mentally clear, and completely refreshed. The body feels fully rested and renewed. For those taking thirst-inducing medications or suffering from diabetes, it's advisable to discuss with their doctor the possibility of shifting the main volume of fluid intake to earlier in the day. If they worry about thirst late at night, it's recommended to keep a small bottle of water by their bed, using it only when truly necessary, not out of habit. As Aunt Kamala joyfully expressed, "One small change, giving up that cup of tea, gave me back a full night's rest. Now every morning, I feel as if I've become 10 years younger." And perhaps this minor change can be their first step towards gaining new vitality and a surge of energy. It's recommended to try, and they might be pleasantly surprised by the results. Habit 2. Late dinners and natural diuretics. Arun, a 68-year-old resident of Kochi, located in southeastern India, had suffered from debilitating nocturia for many years. This condition forced him to spend his days napping in a shaded backyard chair, as his nighttime sleep was constantly disrupted. He never even suspected that the evening sabzi, prepared by his grandchildren and generously seasoned with cucumbers, tomatoes, and cilantro, or that soothing cup of green tea after dinner, were subtly making his nights restless and interrupted. He simply didn't connect these seemingly harmless habits with his nocturnal suffering. The truth is, many foods we consider healthy and nutritious, such as watermelon, asparagus, celery, as well as coffee, chocolate, and green tea, are actually powerful natural diuretics. This means they stimulate the kidneys to produce more urine. When these foods and drinks are consumed after 4 p.m., they gently but persistently force the kidneys and bladder to work overtime throughout the night, inevitably leading to frequent awakenings. Aaron typically had dinner around 8:30 p.m., often engaging in light conversation with his wife. Their meal usually concluded with a warm cup of green tea before bed. Every night he would wake up at 1 a.m., then at 3:30 a.m., and again at 5:30 a.m. I thought it was normal for my age, he said. But during the day, I always felt like a ghost, sluggish, scattered, as if not quite present. This state of constant fatigue and incompleteness severely affected his quality of life. Following his doctor's advice, Aaron made 2 key changes to his daily routine. He moved his dinner to 6 p.m. and completely eliminated diuretic foods and drinks after 4 p.m. In just 10 days, he found himself waking up only once a night, and within 3 weeks, he was able to sleep continuously for 6 hours straight. This was a true breakthrough for him. Aligning dinner time with the body's natural circadian rhythm gave his digestive system ample time to process food and rest before sleep. This significantly reduced the burden on his bladder, improved digestion, and even helped alleviate the heartburn he suffered from. Nutrient absorption also improved, as the body could focus on restoration rather than digesting heavy food late at night. Many, like Arun, reported waking up feeling fresher, lighter, and with a clearer mind. "I thought I'd have to live with this forever," Arun shared. "But moving dinner earlier and giving up that cup of tea changed everything. My wife even joked that I look energetic enough to join her morning yoga classes." Sometimes rediscovering the joy of a full night's rest requires just one simple change. And perhaps this step could be your next move towards improved well-being. Habit 3. Just in case. Bathroom trips before bed. Helpful or harmful? In many homes, especially among older adults, the habit of visiting the restroom immediately before bed is seen as a wise and prudent tradition passed down through generations. It seems like the most sensible thing to do. Empty the bladder just in case, to ensure uninterrupted sleep. This provides a false sense of control and security. But what if this well-intentioned ritual is actually subtly training your body for a restless cycle of nighttime awakenings? Take, for example, the story of Savita Joshi, a 74-year-old widow from Pune who lives with her granddaughter. Every evening, she concluded her day with a warm glass of milk, a few pages from the Bhagavad Gita, and an obligatory just-in-case trip to the restroom. "I didn't actually feel the urge," she confessed, "but I thought it would help me sleep better." Yet, she found herself waking up at least 3 times every night, leading to chronic fatigue and irritability. After consulting with a respected urologist, she was surprised to learn that her routine might be part of the problem. He explained that the bladder consists of muscles which, like any other muscles in our body, are capable of learning and forming habits. When you frequently empty your bladder, even if it's not full, it starts sending signals of an urgent need to urinate even with a small volume, just 100, 150 milliliters, instead of the usual 300, 500 milliliters that typically trigger the urge. As a result, you often wake up for a barely noticeable trickle of urine, which is highly inefficient and interrupts sleep. With her doctor's support, Aunt Savita began retraining her bladder. She adopted what he called the true urge principle, visiting the restroom only when there was a genuine, palpable need. Instead of anxiously waiting for the urge, she would read a few more pages, lightly meditate, or listen to soothing melodies for 15-20 minutes, distracting herself from thoughts of her bladder. Slowly but surely, her bladder relearned to wait until it was truly full before signaling. Within a few weeks, she was sleeping continuously for 5 and 6 hours, something she hadn't experienced in years. Smiling, she shared, "I never realized I was creating my own problem. Now I trust my body more. Every morning, I wake up full of energy, like when I was young." If you are taking diuretics or have any medical condition, be sure to consult your doctor before changing your habits. And for those with limited mobility, keeping a small bottle by the bed is perfectly acceptable. Just don't reach for it out of habit. Trust your body. It knows when you truly need to go. Sometimes letting go of one small habit can restore a full night's sleep, just as it did for Aunt Savita. Habit 4. Sleep posture and the wrong pillow. When it comes to nocturia, most people don't immediately think about how they sleep or what pillow they use. However, in many homes, especially among older adults, sleep posture and pillow choice are often determined by years of habit rather than health or anatomical considerations. These are established rituals that are rarely questioned. Take, for example, the story of Mr. Shankar Menon, a 71-year-old retired math teacher from Kochi. For over 30 years, he had the habit of sleeping on his stomach. He sincerely believed it helped maintain a calm and stable heart rhythm and considered this position ideal for himself. But after many years of struggling with severe nocturia, which significantly worsened his quality of life, he finally consulted a sleep specialist in Thiruvananthapuram. The first surprising discovery he made was this: his sleep posture subtly but constantly pressed on his bladder. Sleeping on your stomach or in any other position that compresses the abdomen can directly put pressure on the bladder. This pressure can create a false signal, prompting the body to wake up even when the bladder is not yet full. The brain interprets this pressure as a need to empty, even though there's no physiological necessity. Furthermore, using a pillow that is too high or too flat can disrupt circulation in the neck and head area, and also affect the overall fluid distribution in the body. During the day, poor circulation can lead to fluid accumulation in the legs, edema, which then returns to the bloodstream at night when you lie down. This forces the kidneys to work harder to filter out the excess fluid precisely when you're trying to sleep, naturally leading to increased urine production and frequent awakenings. Mr. Menon changed his sleep posture. He began lying on his left side, placing a pillow between his knees, and used a properly sized pillow under his head to keep his neck aligned with his spine. This ensured optimal body position and support. In just 2 weeks, he reported sleeping 5 to 6 hours continuously without waking. Science fully supports this change. Sleeping on the left side with a pillow between the legs helps align the spine, relieves pressure on the bladder, improves circulation, reduces back pain, and promotes deeper, more restorative rest. With a gentle smile, Mr. Menon shared, "I never imagined it was just about how I lay. Now I wake up not only without the urge to rush to the bathroom, but also with less back stiffness and an overall feeling of lightness. I only wish I had known this decades ago." In a country like India, where daily rituals and traditions are deeply valued by older adults, even something as simple as adjusting sleep posture can be a powerful, cost-free change. Give your body a chance to rest properly. Perhaps the peaceful sleep you've long awaited is just one correct posture away. Habit 5. Room temperature and sleepwear. These are small details that can truly transform sleep. In many Indian homes, older adults pay great attention to bedtime rituals: a pinch of eucalyptus oil, a hot herbal drink, or a quiet moment with turmeric milk. These traditions are meant to promote relaxation and good sleep. However, one of the most frequently overlooked factors that can significantly impact sleep quality is the room itself where we sleep and the clothes we wear at night. Take, for example, Mrs. Carla Devi, a 69-year-old retired teacher from Chennai. For many years, she slept in a closed room without a fan, wearing thick flannel pajamas even in summer. She sincerely believed that this warmth helped her fall asleep, creating a cozy feeling. But every night she woke up 4 or 5 times, drenched in sweat, restless, and tired. Her sleep was shallow and brought no rest. Experts at the Institute of Healthy Living in Madurai later explained to her that incorrect room temperature and unsuitable sleepwear disrupt the body's internal thermal balance. When it gets too warm, blood circulation in the body increases to help it cool down. This increased blood flow means the kidneys receive more blood for filtration, which, in turn, leads to a noticeable increase in urine production. Furthermore, excessive sweating at night can cause dehydration, which, paradoxically, can also stimulate the kidneys to produce more urine in an attempt to restore the body's disrupted fluid balance. Following the experts' recommendations, Mrs. Carla Devi implemented several simple yet extremely effective changes to her nightly routine. She switched to breathable cotton nightwear, started using a small fan for air circulation, and slightly opened her window to let in the cool night breeze. The results of these transformations were truly impressive. In just 1 week, her nighttime awakenings were cut in half. By the third week, she happily shared, "I always blamed age, but it turned out it was just my pajamas and the heat." Many older adults are accustomed to dressing warmer at night, seeking comfort. However, numerous studies convincingly show that excessive insulation and overheating can seriously disrupt restorative sleep. The ideal temperature for deep and complete sleep is approximately 18 to 20 degrees Celsius, 64, 68 degrees. Loose, airy fabrics like cotton or linen help the body effectively regulate heat exchange without causing excessive sweating. For those prone to feeling cold, it's far more effective to wear 2 or 3 light layers and use a breathable blanket rather than trapping heat under heavy, dense clothing. Overheating not only causes sweating, but can also disrupt the subtle hormonal rhythms essential for deep sleep and full body recovery. Mrs. Carla Devi beamed as she said, "Who would have thought that the fabric I wore and the air in my room would let me sleep like a baby again?" These days she wakes up feeling fresher. Her body feels light and her mood has also noticeably improved. Sometimes the most minor environmental changes can bring the greatest comfort and well-being. A cooler room and softer fabric might be the peaceful sleep many have long sought. The question arises, one that many older adults may have asked themselves for years. What was waking them 2 or 3 times every night? Perhaps they thought it was just age taking its toll, or maybe a weakened bladder. But now, much more is clear. With just 5 simple yet incredibly powerful habit changes, their nights can once again become calm and uninterrupted. These changes cover a wide range of daily life aspects, from correct pillow positioning and choosing a lighter dinner to consciously consuming a glass of water at the right moment. These details may seem insignificant at first glance, but in reality, they are the golden keys to restoring sleep and overall well-being. Why complicate the body's life with harsh medical solutions when natural changes can bring such relief and healing? In homes across the country, from bustling metropolises like Delhi and Mumbai to smaller towns, many older adults have begun to change these long-ingrained habits. And they are surprised to find that they no longer wake up with the same urgent need to urinate. Their sleep now lasts all night. They get up feeling lighter, more rested, and ready to face the morning with energy and a gentle smile. This transformation not only improves their physical condition, but also significantly enhances their quality of life. If you are still reading these concluding lines, it means you genuinely care about your health, your inner peace, and your daily joy. Therefore, we invite you to share in the comments below which part of this material resonated with you the most. Or if it feels too personal, simply write the word hope, so we know you still believe in the possibility of better days and are ready for change. Remember, many have dedicated their lives to caring for their family and loved ones. Now it's time to take care of yourself. We wish you peaceful sleep tonight and every night thereafter. Namaste.